It is easy to argue that no First Lady has been more loved than Barbara Bush. Known for her wit, compassion, and strong devotion to her husband, Mrs. Bush has secured a place in America's hearts as everyone's grandmother. Barbara Pierce Bush was born in 1925 in Rye, New York, to Pauline and Marvin Pierce. She attended boarding school at Ashley Hall in South Carolina, and at age 16 she met George Bush at a dance at Christmas. The two were engaged a year and a half later, just before Mr. Bush went off to war as a Navy pilot. When he returned on leave, she dropped out of Smith College, and the two were married 2 weeks later. As newlyweds, Mrs. Bush followed her husband around the country as he continued to train with his squadron, and then to Connecticut as he attended Yale, where they had their first child, George Walker. They moved to Texas when Mr. Bush entered the oil business, and after moving over 25 times in their marriage, they settled in Houston with 4 more children. Mrs. Bush supported her husband as he pursued a career in politics, and it was her devotion to him that won him the presidency in 1989. Her role as First Lady allowed her to voice her opinion and become an advocate for many issues that she was most passionate about. Former President and Mrs. Bush now live in Houston, where she continues to be an active member of society. Mrs. Bush is an advocate for many issues such as homelessness, AIDS, civil rights, and her biggest platform of literacy. She is a strong promoter of volunteerism and supports many organizations, including the Leukemia Society of America, the Ronald McDonald House, and the Boys and Girls Club of America. She serves on the board for the Mayo Clinic and is honorary chairman for the Barbara Bush Foundation for Family Literacy. She is here today at the George Bush Presidential Library to speak with us about the importance of promoting literacy in elementary-age children. It is my great honor to welcome Mrs. Barbara Bush.
No, wait a minute.